So today I just wanted to take this day to just like give out some game, you know what I'm saying, a few tips, the little knowledge that I have to any upcoming artists, younger artists, you know, my peers, fellow artists, just anybody that need any advice or anybody, you know, that's trying to pursue being an artist. And I actually made a sheet just so I can remember the things that I wanted to touch on, because it's a few topics I wanted to talk about. So first off, I'm gonna start with work ethic and discipline. This is real critical. So with work ethic, I feel like basically with my whole journey of me doing music, since I've been doing music, I always had a good work ethic, and like I always stayed recording or like in the booth, you know what I'm saying, doing something, whether it was making a music video, you know, I always stayed doing something. So I feel like that should be every artist's motto. Like, you should want to be actively doing something at all times, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be recording, writing, performing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you should always have something going on, because that's how you know what I'm saying, that's how you see results. So you can't like really expect to see results or blow up, or you know, be this mainstream artist, or you know, be making this money, or you know, have this big fan base if you ain't put in the work to get to that. So I feel like yeah, you should always be recording, writing, or performing. So at times when I'm not performing, I'm writing, you know what I'm saying? I'm writing a lot. I understand if you don't like have access to the studio, and you know, you don't have the funds to go to the studio often, and that's cool. If you don't have the funds to go to the studio a lot, you should still be writing, like writing a lot, because the more you write, the better you get. So yeah, definitely have a good work ethic. Like, the work is everything, man. I'm not gonna lie. I seen a lot of results, and I basically built up my name. You know what I'm saying? I started a whole new Instagram. I basically built up my name just off doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of people hip to me just by doing shows that wasn't hip to me. I had a lot of other people hip to me from, you know what I'm saying, other stuff. Me dropping music videos and just me being able to rap. But then I actually got out here and started showing my face. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if it's performance opportunities and they buy you, you should definitely take advantage of those. And you know, stay at it, because same thing with performing. The more you perform, the better you get, you know what I'm saying? I had times where like I might not have performed in a while, and I came back and I was rusty, you know, and I had other times too when I came back and went crazy. So definitely the work ethic. As far as discipline, I want to say like your time management and just your money management. Like, honestly, like the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, the last 3 years, I've been so locked in and like disciplined. Like, I changed my whole lifestyle just because that's how bad I want this music career. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really hang out with my friends. Like, I don't really go nowhere. And not saying, you know, you just have to completely shut down and like not live, but like, if you want this music, man, you really got to dedicate a lot of time and money to it. So I just got real disciplined with my time, what I was, you know, using my time for. Like, I'm not out here just jacking off money and just out here burning, wasting time, because while we not working, or while you not working, somebody is working. You know, it's another artist always working. So you definitely want to use your time wisely, and you know what I'm saying, just don't be out here just wasting time. Like, that's time you could be using towards music. That's time you could be in the studio. That's time you could be making a song. That's time you could be writing, you know what I'm saying? That's times you could be doing a lot of stuff. Same thing with money. You know, when you an upcoming artist and you don't have a label, or you don't have nobody funding you, and you don't have money behind you, every dollar count, especially if you out here and you like an adult and you got bills, you know what I'm saying? I still got bills to pay at the end of the day. And that's, you know, aside from me trying to maintain my music career. So I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, pursue being a music artist, and I still gotta pay bills, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, every dollar count, unless you out here in the streets, or you know, whatever you doing, what you doing. But every dollar definitely count, and you know, we need money for studio time, music videos, cover art, promotion, you know what I'm saying? It goes on and on. So you definitely want to be using your money wisely, you know what I'm saying? and that way you can, you know what I'm saying, get yourself out here. Yeah, as far as the work ethic and the discipline I talked about, you know, just writing, performing, using your time wisely, money management. Okay. So number 2, I feel like as an artist, you should always strive to get better. That's just been my personality just in general. Like, everything I've ever done, I always, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be great at it and wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do the best that I can and always strive to get better. I feel like you should be very open to criticism, you know what I'm saying, good and bad. And don't take it no certain way, you know what I'm saying? Just you know, be open ears to what people have to say. If they telling you something good or they telling you something bad, you know what I'm saying, definitely take it, because it can definitely help. Now, I will say, most of the time, you know, you will have people who might not necessarily know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, saying something and that might not be true. So you got to also know in those cases, you know what I'm saying, when to listen or when to take those things and actually apply them to you know, to you. Like, you might have somebody tell you that, oh, this song is fire, bro, or your verse was good, or, you know what I'm saying, anything about your art. And not saying that might not be the case, but, you know, and sometimes that don't be true. You know what I'm saying? People just tell you, like, what they think you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? People don't tell you your stuff fire because they want to be supportive and they want to be your friend, and, you know, they don't want to say what's bad or your flow could have been better in this area, or, you know what I'm saying, or this area I couldn't understand what you were saying, or, you know, this bar was weak, or this was that. You know what I'm saying? I love those things. Like, I feel like as an artist, we need those things most. Like, I really don't like people telling me my stuff is good and fire. Like, I need the criticism. But when you don't have that, you have to be your own biggest critic, because I'm my own biggest critic. Like, I'm so hard on myself, it's ridiculous. But I've greatly, I've got better from it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. It's a bad thing and it's a good thing, but it's more good than bad. I've got a lot better from being my own biggest critic, because me just having an ear for music, I know the things that I'm doing wrong and, you know, the areas that I can, you know, sharpen up in. So you definitely want to always know your weaknesses and, like, you know what I'm saying, your flaws and where you can always get better at. You know, I know my weaknesses. Like, I want to get better with my flow. I want to be a little bit more unpredictable with my flow. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes my rhyming patterns, my rhyme schemes might be basic, and I don't be liking that. So I always try to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I push myself to don't do the obvious. You know what I'm saying? What else? One of my flaws. I'm working on my breathing. Every day, like, just being able to get better with my breathing. I want to get better with live performances. I definitely want to get better with those. Yeah, just noticing your flaws, man, and going head on at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the quicker you attack those things, the better you will get. You know what I'm saying? If you notice that you're doing this wrong or this is becoming a problem, you need to attack it immediately. And you know what I'm saying? And that's going to be very helpful. I guarantee it's going to be very helpful. So another one, 3. I feel like as an artist, you can't box yourself, man. I hate when artists box themselves. Like, I don't like it. I hate it, because you just keeping yourself from so many things. Like, and when I say boxing yourself, I'm like an artist who feel like I'm too good to do this, or I would never do this, or I won't rap about this. This is not me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you gotta be rapping about drugs or killing people or whatever, you know what I'm saying, if that's not you. But I'm saying, like, I put it like this. I feel like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem, those two guys influenced me heavily to have no range, no limits to what I can talk about. Because Eminem won. Eminem says things that you would never hear anybody say. And that's why I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? He helped me grow as an artist, because things I probably wouldn't have thought of or wouldn't have said is all thanks to Eminem. Like, I started doing those things and trying those things and saying those things because of Eminem, because he has no fear of saying what other people won't say. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as an artist, there's no limits to what you can talk about. You know what I'm saying? words to be a playground. I treat songs like a playground. Like, I get on songs and I like to have fun. And I like to play, and I just like to use words that I never use. Like, that is so fun for me. So it's no like, I can't be boxed because I can talk about anything. Like, you can give me a concept, you can give me a topic, and I'm able to make a song or a verse out of it because that's just what I love doing. You know what I'm saying? It could be Apple, it could be concrete, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I get joy out of getting a concept and, you know what I'm saying, seeing what I can come up with it. So never box yourself, man. Like, that's in terms of writing, creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the visuals, ever since I started doing videos, before I got like as good as I am rapping, I always had the creativity. I can say that at least. I always wanted to be creative with my visuals. I never wanted to do the basic and just like sit in the hood, you know what I'm saying, flash money, you know, show guns, or, you know, the obvious, the stuff that everybody doing. Like, I always wanted to do something different and do something intriguing and give the people something to see. You know what I'm saying? And I always done that since I've been shooting videos, because you want to get your money's worth. Like, if you out here paying 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, you know, all this money that we got to spend to shoot a music video, you might as well get the bang for your buck and get the best out of it, as opposed to just doing something simple. You know what I'm saying? You just go to somebody cheap for that. That's just my opinion, though. Try new things as far as the boxing yourself and the creativity. Just always be willing to try new things. Like I was saying earlier about, you know, switching up my rhyme schemes and my rhyme patterns. I try not to do the obvious, and I try to do something different just to get a different feel and just to push myself to, you know, explore different avenues. So with the trying new things, I pretty much do that with how I write verses. I'm doing that now with how I write my songs and how I form my songs, lay out the songs, like the format of the songs. I'm getting tired of doing like the basic hook, verse, you know what I'm saying, or verse, hook. Like, I'm trying to put some bridges in there, or, you know, just all these different effects, or, you know, just lay out the song a different way. That's make the audience and the, you know, the listener stay tuned in to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I like to take people on an adventure. So, you know, with the music, when you making songs, I heavily suggest like try new things because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, if you wanna get some ideas, I always say, you know, you don't have to like completely just steal somebody's sauce or somebody's style or idea, but man, to be honest, like in music, we all inspired and influenced by one another, and it's not nothing that somebody did that somebody else didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like listening to every artist, because I just get inspired and I get influenced as an artist. You know what I'm saying? To try new things, like specifically Kendrick Lamar. Like, the guy, just his music is just like out of this world. Just the way he formats his songs, his verses, just everything about his art. Just all of it's like crazy. It's like, how do you even think of this stuff? You know what I'm saying? So he influenced me to try new things with my music, you know what I'm saying? And not just do the basic and the average, you know what I'm saying, the average song. I feel like if you truly want to be great, I heavily suggest you study the greats. You know what I'm saying? You have to study. That's what any field, whether you play football, you in sports, you play basketball, you do art, you know what I'm saying, you do hair, whatever. Well, today we talk about music, but just in general, I feel like it's always helpful, and it can't hurt you to study the people who are considered great in your field. So I say I'm real late to this hip hop scene. I was doing music since maybe like 19, but I was more so into the local music, you know, the city music, the ghetto music, whatever. And I just started really getting hip to hip hop like 2 years ago, and I fell in love with it since. And so once I fell in love with hip hop, like, I just had to know everything about it. So I went and downloaded everybody's album. I studied, you know, everybody. I studied Nas. I studied Jay-Z. I studied freaking Eminem. I studied Cool G Rap. I studied Outkast. I studied Big L. Who else? Of course, I studied Kendrick and Cole. I studied Royce, definitely. Of course, I listen to Snoop. Just everybody you could possibly think of. Like, and me, is me. I'm a lyricist, so I definitely study all the lyricists across the board. I definitely study Pac and Big. Can't forget those two guys. So what I mean by study is like I downloaded all their albums and I just, dissected it and I like just listened to it and, for what it is, like I separate them all. I didn't compare them. I'm looking at that one person as who they are and, they skill level, they writing skills and they song making ability, you know what I'm saying? And all those guys, I admire all of them. Like if it wasn't for none of them, I wouldn't be as good as I am today. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I would be good, but they just made me want to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to be great, but I want to be up there with them. Like when it's all said and done, when I'm all said and done with music, I want to be considered up there with Pac and Big and Nas and Jay-Z and Cole and 3 Stacks and everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. So I listen to these dudes because these dudes are great at what they do. And it just made me go harder with my stuff. Like they made me get better with writing my verses, come a little bit harder, come harder with my punchlines, come harder with my metaphors, come better with my flows, come better with my concepts, just all across the board. So just studying those guys, man, it took me to a whole nother level because it's like I knew I had the potential. I know I have the potential to be up there with those guys. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I could do this in my own way. So when you study people, so I'm not taking nothing like directly from those guys. Like I'm not mimicking. I'm not taking what they doing and, trying to mimic it. It's just that I'm inspired by how great they are at what they do. And I'm inspired by how great they are as being themselves. Like I'm inspired by Kendrick, how he's him. I'm inspired by Eminem being Eminem, the type of artist he is. So I want to inspire people. And I want people to be inspired by me being me. Like, I don't want to be Kendrick or I don't want to be Eminem. I don't want to be Nas. I'm inspired by those guys, how they are great in their own ways. So I'm just want to continue to be great in my own way and, stay true to me. And that's what I find most fun about it is that I can be inspired by these guys and I can rock with them heavily, but I can still be me at the end of the day. Like, I don't think I really had none of those moments. Maybe 1 or 2. Where I'm like, all right, maybe I'm trying to sound like, I'm trying to sound like Nas, or I'm trying to sound like him, or I'm trying to sound like Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really had too much of those moments because now I'm really just focused on like showing people like, yeah, Marcus up there, he got it too, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just focused on, I'm been in my bag and showing people like, yeah, I got it too. And I got that same skill level, you know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done, I will have that same skill level if I don't already have it now. So, yeah, definitely just study the greats, man. Just like when in my free time, I love to catch up on music. I'll go download the album if I haven't already heard it, which I'm pretty sure I've heard every album almost. Like in my free time, when I'm at work or when I'm just not doing nothing, I like to catch up on history. And I feel like as an MC, or if you a lyricist, if you want to be a lyricist and a great lyricist, an MC, you definitely got to catch up on history, man. Like, it's a lot of great music that was greater than what's coming out now. You know what I'm saying? I done found so many gems, like, just going and downloading stuff. Like, you just got to search the internet, and you just got to go through whatever company you got, whether you got Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you got to go through it and download all the material that you can and listen to it. Like, say, you got to say, forget what's out now, forget all the whatever hot, and, trending now, and go back to history and listen to this good music that these people was putting out. And I'm not saying, like, it's not good music coming out now, but I'm just saying, like, it was a lot of great music coming out back then, and I just really appreciate it. Like, man, it made me almost wish I was living in that era, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I wonder how they was feeling when they got Illmatic or, Blueprint, when they was getting the Outkast albums, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I knew those was great times. Those had to be great times. So, do I have any more? I said about the creative, definitely don't be afraid to be you. Always be you. I'm always be me. Just be you, man. I know it's so hard. I mean, it's so easy to get influenced by what's going on around you. You got these people you know, you got the club records, or, you know, people using auto-tune, or, you know, the melodies or whatever, you know. If that's not you, then that's just not you. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing wrong with trying it. I've definitely tried stuff myself. Like, I didn't go try to sound like Roddy Ricch, but, you know, I tried to use, you know, wanted to try auto-tune just to see what I sounded like with it. You know, it was fun, but I didn't just try to go full throttle with it. It was like, okay, well, everybody using auto-tune, so I'm gonna hop on the auto-tune wave. Like, nah. I feel like you should definitely stick to being you, because, you know, the good thing about that, it makes you stand out. You know, I like standing out. I love standing out. When I was, I don't want to be in the masses. I don't want to be what everybody else like. I just want to be me, stay true to me, and show how I'm different. You know what I'm saying? That's always been my goal and my plan, is to show what I bring to the table and how I'm different, my creativity, my skill level. So when I was doing a lot of shows, everybody was going and performing songs, I was the guy doing the acapellas, you know what I'm saying? Just to be different on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Because it would bring more attention to me. Like, all right, well, we just had 5-6 people perform songs. This guy right here just did an acapella, and it just get people engaged. You know, they listening, they paying attention, because nobody else ain't do no acapella. So I've gained a bunch of followers just off doing acapellas, you feel me? And it was something I love to do. You know, I wasn't just doing it because to be different. I was doing it to be different, and I was doing it because I wanted to show people this is me. I just love to rap. You know what I'm saying? I love rapping. You know, maybe performing might not be my a strong suit of mine. I might not be that good at performing, but I'm good at rapping. So, you know, I would always go to these shows, and I would just be confident and going up there and doing my rapping, because I know people will rock with it, because it's coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from the heart. It's me. You know, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going up there and really trying to sound like nobody. So always just be you, man. Like, don't ever be afraid, you know what I'm saying, to be you, because it's always going to be somebody out there that's going to rock with you. Somebody going to support you. It's an audience for every type of artist. I don't care if you make, like, you know, real dark music, scary music, singing, you know, super trap, super ghetto music, super lyrical music, hip hop, sad music, whatever. Somebody's gonna listen to you. It's an audience for you. So don't ever get discouraged and feel like, you know, nobody not gonna rock with you because you ain't rapping about chains, or you ain't rapping about jewelry, or you ain't rapping about this, or you ain't rapping about that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the case. Somebody gonna appreciate you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? So just always be you, man. Don't ever be afraid to be you. What else? No, I can go all day for sure. Oh, and have faith. I'm gonna end it off with this. Always have faith, man. Just have a strong mindset. Like I say this, and I'm not gonna make it real long. I done went through a lot of depression, you know what I'm saying, along my journey. Just because I always felt like I want this music career so bad, and I truly don't know if it's meant for me or not. You know what I'm saying? I know it's in my control. It's in my hands. You know, I can put in the work and get to where I want to be. I just feel like I done went through a lot of stuff, and I done went up against a lot of adversity, and I always felt like, man, it's like so many things that's like trying to hold me back for what I'm truly trying to do. That's how I always felt. It's like I want to do this, but there's so many things that's trying to hold me back. So it always altered my mindset, and you know, it made me lose faith a lot. It made me be depressed a lot. It made me, you know, want to give up a bunch of times. There's plenty of times I thought about quitting music, and I'm glad I didn't, and I hope I don't. You know what I'm saying? But those things can, you know, alter your mindset, and definitely can affect you as an artist, just outside of music, how you are as a person on a daily basis. So just have faith, man, for real. Just have, you know, be strong-minded and know that it's in your control. Everything is in your control. You know, you have the power to control your own destiny. Of course, the Most High, you know, is going to do his part, but you have the power. If you want to do this, whatever you want to do, you know, you can do it. You just got to put in the steps to it. You know what I'm saying? All these people that we see that's millionaires and billionaires, they put in the work. Of course, you know, some people had, you know, opportunities, and they got help in ways that got them closer to where they are. But to be honest, a lot of the people put in the work to get to where they are. And, you know, you can't do nothing but respect that. You can't even be mad at it. So you just got to put in the work, man, and have a strong mindset and, you know, be dedicated. Like, be dedicated. You really can't take no for an answer. Like, if you truly want a music career, you got to take it. There's not really nothing to talk about. You just got to take it. No questions asked. And, you know, I guarantee you it's going to come true. You know, I'm a dreamer myself, so if you got a dream, I got a dream. Let's make our dreams happen, man. You only live once. And thank y'all for watching this video. Appreciate y'all taking the time. I'm out.